Oh yeah, they probably need some rest. Is there any course changes to be done at all? Not certain. I don't know if you could just finish on that. Completely.
I was going to say do this and then do this and then do this.
Okay, there's nothing to be changed on the board.
Well, this is 3 races. Yeah, no, these 2 are the same. That's right. So,
Then we'll go with that.
so honestly, this could work out. You could have,
Oh my god, these are good.
say,
Okay, now we're good. Just had to get my AirPods to pair up here, and we are live for the Masters Young Adult and Adult Division, our final wave of the weekend for our. Are we giving Masters practice time, or is this a go strong? Okay. Well, either way, welcome back. Those of you who have been following along with us, all 4 of you who are watching from home, we appreciate you guys tuning in. 5 of you now, yay. Tuning in, taking the time. My name is Nate Rosie. I'm going to be calling you through the final wave of our Action Norwood head-to-head for this head-to-head qualifier. Give you a rundown of the course here, take you through the unmute. It's weird. Very similar course to what we have seen this weekend. A couple modifications here for the Masters. So obviously in these older divisions, I don't know, maybe people aren't as competitive as they used to be. They're a little reluctant to put themselves out there and, want to go racing. When you're a little kid, that's all you want to do. Let's go race the kids in the schoolyard, go see who's the fastest, whatever it happens to be. You get a little older, maybe you sustain some injuries like so many of us have, but numbers are a little bit lighter in these older age groups. Either way, we're still going to get some great races. That's why we combined all these divisions together, just because we can certainly do that. A couple of modifications to the course for the Masters. Rather than having to do a lot of the big dynamic moves that you saw maybe in the teen wave or pre-teens, we're basically just going to nerf things down a little bit, make sure everybody stays safe. You don't recover from injury as fast. As a master myself, I can tell you, it's the last thing you want to do is go out and get injured trying to have fun on a weekend and then have to go to work on Monday. So we want to try to keep everybody safe here, challenging themselves, not only on the obstacles, but also racing each other. So we have 2 masters in store for you there. We've got Renata and Tanya. Oh, and it looks like we got Anne as well. So 3 masters for you guys. So they're going to run first because the course is modified for them. After that, we're going to open up to our adult female division where we have Caitlin and Renee. They're going to be our adult females. I think we had one adult male sign up. So do congratulations, sir, on your victory. And then after that, we'll get into the young adults and we'll break this course back open and have them go head to head. But it looks like we've got our first two competitors on the start line. Masters, we've got Renata and Tanya. Now they're giving each other the thumbs up. The Masters division, always so much fun to call, just because, you get to be a certain age, you don't take yourself too seriously anymore. It's not about flexing on anybody or what. It's about challenging yourself and seeing how well you can do out there. Exceeding expectations, reminding yourself that you're still young at heart and that Ninja can be fun at any age. So, and obviously, not playing favorites or anything like that, but big shout out to Renata and the entire NinjaWorks team for really making all this happen. This head-to-head system that NinjaWorks has built out for the WNL is pretty robust and easy to work with. If you're thinking about hosting a head-to-head, if you're a Ninja Gym out there and thinking about hosting a WNL head-to-head, I highly suggest it. We've had a ton of fun with it this weekend, and a lot of that is due to the hard work of the Bittner family. We absolutely appreciate you guys for all that you do for us, both the action and the community in general. So, good luck, Renata. Good luck, Tanya. Avery's counting them in. And away we go. Renata with the big steps, so she's got to watch her knees. She's had a few knee problems in the past and wants to make sure everything stays intact. Meanwhile, Tanya is looking up at that fidget spinner, eyeing up the dismount. Big movements is all it takes. Tanya gets the clear on the fidget. Renata's making her way down the bar. Mad respect to these ladies. Most people at this age, hanging alone is... There you go, Renata. You got it. Tanya's off. I'm going to split screen here so you can see Tanya on the other course. Taking the drop. Renata's... She can get there. Meanwhile, Tanya on the second truss is using the ring above her head. I'll tell you what, I'll give you a different view there so you can kind of see where she's at. On the spinning disc, definitely in the spin cycle, just going for a ride as Renata continues to eye up this bar traverse here. Tanya trying to get her hips sorted out. Meanwhile, if we go back to this course there, you can see Tanya kind of in the background, spinning herself around, the shadowy figure in the background while Renata monkey bars her way around. And Tanya's off. Go split screen again so you can kind of see where they're going. She's got to get a little bit more from that. You got to match. Got to match. Renata just doesn't have the drop. And Tanya made it through the spinning disc. So good for her. 2 minutes. And Tanya will be moving on. So it's going to be Anne and Tanya in our second match. Now, Tanya may need a little bit more recovery time than our preteens or our teens that we saw earlier, right? The bodybuilding was strong nearly as quickly as it did when we were a bit younger, so give her a little bit of time in here. Looks like we're going to see, maybe we're going to get into our adult ones. Yeah, we're going to try to keep things moving here.
We still need it for the other.
Some last round. Juggling multiple divisions with some different changes to the course or whatnot. We want to keep everything straight here, but also it's been a long weekend and we're all kind of hurried. Renee is to the start line, so it looks like we're going to run the adult females. So there's only 2 competitors in the adult females weight. It's Caitlin Fitzhenry and Renee Kowalski. Caitlin representing Surge Ninja and Renee representing Action Boston. And this should be a very interesting matchup. I think I would give the edge probably to Caitlin in the upper body strength. She definitely can hang and swing pretty easily. Was Renee maybe a bit slower in that one, but in the lower body dexterity stuff, I have to give the advantage to Renee. But Caitlin's through the first one, and Renee actually looking very tentative through this first little balance challenge, but she makes it around. And now Caitlin's in her element. She's up there on the fidget spinner. Renee's making her way down the bar. Now let's see how Caitlin can get here on the balance. Oh, she gets it. So now here she comes around on the quad steps. And Renee makes it through the fidget. Good for her. Oh, Caitlin just couldn't quite pull that off. Oh, let me go split screen here as you can see. Oh, she didn't have to, here so you guys can still see what. Oh, she's going to come in frame here in just a second. Nice. And Caitlin is off to the races. Let's pull Renee up here as she cautiously makes her way through steps and gets there. Okay. Caitlin is on the spinning disc. Getting down there towards the end. Renee climbs the truss up to the rings. Got to negotiate these spinners. Caitlin's on to her last one and gets the dismount. For Renee. Going to need to match on that disc, take it around. You kind of see Caitlin there in the background. Let's go over here so we can see a little bit better. Here's Caitlin up front in the upper left of your screen. She's making her way through the rings. Renee's going to restart on the spinning disc. Oh, Caitlin's starting to go sideways though. She's going to need to find a way to recover this one. All right, she's just going to bail on it. She had one today. But look at Renee. Moving it through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 obstacles. Nice job.
And you get to go again.
Yay. All right. And the start. Let's see. Looks like Renata is just there for wall support. So it looks like we're going to run Anne and Tanya next. So our Masters females. I did, for the Masters, not for the adults. Just for the Masters. All right, so it looks like we're going back to the Masters. It's going to be Tanya and Anne. So we got Braden Rodriguez, who we saw run earlier, his mom, and Tanya Simpson, who's Ben Simpson's mom. How about give it up for the moms out here? You know, it's not, this ninja game isn't just for the sons, just for the kids. Ninja's a family affair. And you know what I thought? Like, they're probably, it's very nice to see the moms and both the dads get out here and mix it up. This is a challenging sport at any age, but, you know, as a parent, I can tell you, it's infinitely harder. We sacrifice so many things for our kids, driving them to these events, and coaching them. Sleep. And let's do this one for the moms. And Tanya on the red course, and on the blue course. They are out and swinging. Tanya gonna set her hips. Anne gets there first. The big swing off of the fidget. Nice move there. They'll brachiate their way through these bars here. All right, now on to balance. They are pretty evenly matched here. They're moving at the same pace through the agility section. Now both of them are going to head onto these spinning discs. Ooh, wow, Tanya tried to one-hand that thing and it just spun on her. That was an amazing save out of Tanya. Good job. Now she's got a set. Yep, good. 9 and 3. Sets her hips. Looks like Anne is in the spin cycle down at the far end there. She's trying to get it sorted out, but she's got to activate her hips. Now she's got it going sideways. You see, Anne's still struggling with the turn here. Tanya's got herself on the big ring swing. Gotta reach up and get it though. That's a big distance to cover. Gotta pump those hips. Tanya's got it. Looks like Zay's is going to give it to Anne on the far side. She hit the plane and crossed. Judge's discretion there. She's doing all right. There you go. Tanya on to the cliff ledge with 10 seconds left. She's on obstacle 8. And look, here comes Anne right behind. She gets to obstacle 8. And they're both like, yep, I'm done. That's enough of that. Nice job. And with that, Tanya moves on. So Anne will face Renata in the redemption bracket. We'll move back to the female adults. It's double elimination tournament. So Caitlin got the win in the first one. If Caitlin gets the win here, then she will be an adult female champion. All right, so Renee and Caitlin back at it again. Let's see if we can get Renee through this second obstacle this time. And off they go. Come on, Renee. Come on, Renee. There you go. Now, look, Caitlin is in her element back there. She's just looking at Renee, keeping her in her sights. Caitlin gets the dismount. That would have been determination on Renee's face. She was grabbing that. She got a match on it. No, she didn't. Wow. Yeah. All right, Caitlin making her way through the balance. She gets there. You know what, Renee? Hot on her heels here. If Caitlin can keep it together through the lower body. Nice job. Renee's got to get there too. Coming around the corner, you can see Caitlin up there in the background, already up on the spinning disc. Now, if Renee can get there, using the truss to get up to that first ring, and grab this. Whoop! Gotta get some hip control there. See, Caitlin still swinging around back there, has yet to clear this obstacle, and there she goes. Clears that one. Let's see a little better.
Get there. Just get to the ring.
Oh, Renee's going to get another shot on that one.
Renee, do you think that you could skip the first disc?
Oh.
Skip the first disc. Like, go ring to ring. Yeah, like skip the disc altogether. Give it. Yeah, why?
Why not? Renee getting some sideline coaching from Nolan here. You see Caitlin making her way up the cliffhangers. If she can get them, she got 10 seconds. If Caitlin can get through these cliffhangers, she'll have completed 8 obstacles.
Okay, what's the shot?
Oh, she just didn't have it on that one. And ladies, timed out. All right. Good job. Good job, ladies. Look at this. Look at this community.
Yeah, watch
I
out.
love it. Yeah, that's
Now
what it's
that
all
has
about.
experience with that.
All right. So that means with that win, yes, Caitlin is our adult female first place today. Renee was in the second place there. So now we're coming back to Renata and Ann Rodriguez. And the funny part about this Masters age group is that eventually they kind of look at each other and they're like, hey, do you want to go? And one person will be like, the other person will be like, my arms are shot. I don't want to go. And they'll just go, no, you know what? We had some fun. And that's the sensibility of being a little bit older. Maybe you kind of know. So, I still have to show up for my kids, show up for what's tomorrow. So, kind of how I feel about Spartan races these days. They're fun. I'll go run them, but I ain't trying to break any land speed records. All right, so it looks like we're getting reorganized here. I see Ann down there getting some chalk. So she's going to be running. I see Renata. Oh, there she is. She's over by the brackets. Avery's over there explaining to the adult females how these brackets work. Basically, if it's two people, it's a best 2 out of 3. And since Caitlin won both of those, she's going to be. I wonder if I can see it if I zoom in on that bracket over there. Hey, let's give it a shot. Why not? We'll get some fun. Let's test the zoom on these cameras. Well, we might be able to make it out. Nope. Looks like AI over there. I can't make out the words. But those are the brackets that all the athletes are looking at. A little tough to put in overlays for 4 divisions and keep them all straight here for this last little bit. But trust that we have 2 competitors in our adult female division. And Caitlin won 2 out of 3 races, so that's going to be her. Here to our full look. All right, so now it's Renata and Ann. Now, Renata struggled a little bit with the second obstacle, her first time out. She just needs to brace for the drop on the fidget spinner. That's the move that keeps getting her. So if she can get her hips lined up and get in a position to where that drop isn't so dramatic, the farther away she is from it, obviously the more hip drop you're going to see, but if she can get a little bit closer to it, she may have an easier time getting through it. So, off we go. So this is going to be Ann on the blue course in the background there. And this is going to be Renata in the foreground on the red course. Okay. Gripping the bar. Whoa. And Ann takes a little bit of a free ride there on the fidget spinner. Now she's out for the second traverse obstacle. Renata's still traversing this first one, making sure she's got her grip placement there. Good little hip bump. That's it. She's got to cushion it. Very hard for me to not yell encouragement later. Yes, see you guys. Yes! Let's go, Renata. Sorry for blowing out anybody's speakers there. I'm very, very proud of her. Let's go to our split screen here so you can see where. Oh, that's the one. Next one, I was going to climb the truss to get out there. Hands just hanging out over by the spinning discs.
Go, get right to the end of that bar and drop it
She's,
down.
I guess, resting her arms. Not as heavy with this dismount. There we go. And now into the agility features as Anne kind of lines up the spinning disc obstacle. Renata needs to balance a bit through here. And there you see Anne's now off and onto the spinning disc. Renata gets the first one. Now she's got to do the steps. Here she comes. Around the bend she comes. There it is. Now we split them. You can see Anne up there in the upper left of your screen. And you've got Renata down here at the bottom. She's about to start the spinning disc feature. 15 seconds left. We'll see how far we got. I think she just tossed her chalk bag that were there. And wow, look at Anne go. Gets the completion on the spinning disc. Can Renata hang on to this one here? And that'll do it. But hey, she got through what she wanted to get through. Nice job, ladies. Okay, we're going to give Anna a minute or so. All right. Well, you guys enjoy the ambient sounds of Ninja while I run to the bathroom. We will be back with our championship match in the Masters Female in just a second.
They thought they were going to That's what we do. Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay, so you can go now. You can use the timer.
Signed up? You have signed up before. Jackson, Sam, and Ethan, you guys are going to be going somewhat soon, okay? Yeah, we're getting close to finishing off the bracket. So if you are a young adult and you have a ghost run coming up, get warmed up and ready to go because right when these are over, we're going to get going, okay? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I thought you.
Let's go, Caitlin.
Sam, your favorite's over there. Look at the back. Go look on the ground back there. Yeah. Now is your time to practice it. Oh, yeah, you're making it.
Look at that. Renee taking her fun run. Caitlin taking her fun run, making it all the way to obstacle H. Got 18 seconds here. Get through these cliffs. You can't see that because I haven't changed the thing. There you go. Sorry, even seasoned Ninja comp announcers need a body break. There she goes. Now, obstacle 9 for Caitlin was going to be a little difficult. But hey, Look at that. She's going to have some hardware to hang around her neck here in a few minutes. And that makes a Sunday afternoon all worthwhile. Okay, moving on to our final Masters female. Now, if I'm not mistaken, and the Masters will probably hate me for saying this, since if Tanya wins, yes, if Anne wins, they should run it again. If Tanya wins, then Tanya is done. But I guarantee if we tell them they get run again, if Anne wins, they'll probably both be like, we're good with whatever hardware we need. Like they'll probably forgo the second run just in favor of well, whatever I get. Would have liked to see some Masters males get out here and mix it up a little bit, you know. I'll be lying if I said had I not concussed myself on Friday, I wouldn't mind jumping in there. I'm severely concussed at the moment. I probably shouldn't be throwing any ninja obstacles. Had that not been the case, I absolutely would have gone out here and done this course. This course designed by Nolan looks like a lot of fun. Yeah, I would definitely get out there and mix it up on this guy. Competed 2 years ago, I think. I did one down at Vitality that was completely like discriminatory. Jordan had an obstacle down there. It was like a rolling thing, but he gave us canes and we were like going through it like a walker. And I was like, come on, man, this is embarrassing. But then I committed to powerlifting and running the marathon. And actually, you know what's funny? In the roundabout way, I got up over 200 pounds when I was powerlifting, and I figured Ninja was done. Because like over 200 pounds, especially at my age, it's just too heavy to carry around. I lost 30 pounds training for the marathon. I was down to 175 last year, and I was like, oh, I'm back in Ninja size again. So here we go. Championship match. Enough about me. This is making it about these ladies. This is Anne and Tanya. Oh, and of course you can't see them because I got distracted talking to them. No, I forgot. Okay. Now look at Anne making short work of these first three obstacles. Tanya's going to climb the truss up there to make a little bit easier. And they are pretty, like especially in this division, they're pretty close. They're going to get through the agility obstacles and arrive at the start of the next one, so almost the same time. So now Anne's going to try to get out on Tanya here. Look at that swing dexterity out of Anne. Nice job. But she had a little trouble on this one last time, getting her hips to come around. Whereas Tanya is still lined up. It's pretty well. You can see her swinging around down there. Get a good shot here. Oh, but now Tanya's backwards. And Anne's got it figured out. Oh, she's got it. She's got it. There it is. Look at that, Lachey. Nice. Tanya's just kicking everything she can to get that thing to come around. Still 50 seconds on the clock. Now remember, if Anne wins this. Oh, no, sorry. Tanya wins this. She is our champion. If Anne completes this obstacle, with 30 seconds left, she is out ahead of Tanya. Four to go. So right now, Anne has the advantage. But also now another run under her belt. So a little bit more mileage on the tires there. I think Tanya's going to get through this. She's going to finish. But it looks like Anne's just going to let the clock run out. She knows she's got it. Okay, so that one goes to Anne. So now I have mixed news for you, ladies. If you really want to see who the true winner is, we're going to run it back. So let's see. How is the competitive spirit between these two ninja moms? Oh, Anne's shaking her head no, a little fist bump, and they're good with the result. I don't know, maybe rock, paper, scissors for the gold medal.
So she was like, this race got made her like, all right, I gotta do it. You know? Motivating. Is what I meant.
I don't know. I saw Ann shaking her head. They gave it a little fist bump. Are they going to run it back or are they going to? Yeah.
We're gonna be getting the race going in 3 minutes.
I mean, that'd be really funny. They just go out in the middle of the course. Yeah, right.
One could forfeit if they don't want to race it, but they're both.
I mean, you can put it to it. Tell them to do odds and evens or something to determine. Yeah. Many a ninja competition has been decided by the magnitude of rock, paper, scissors. If they do decide to do rock, paper, scissors, make sure they do it right up here in front of the camera. Yeah. I can handle it. I can manage three jobs here.
I'm excited for that. Yeah. No, it's funny thing is there's kind of 5 episode. Yeah, what if I set up like a 12-foot clock? I can get my max is always on the No, you what? Your max is not like that. You definitely know. I'm sure I could. I just don't hear. Yeah. I've touched 15. That's so stupid. What? Hey, like how big of a club?
I'm sure you guys can hear over the live stream the ambient sound of comparing maps and shows.
Yeah. Like the gray one. Did you see that?
Avery, are they going to run another one? They're going to run it? All right, looks like we're going to run it back. Rock, paper, scissors, be damned. I'm going for it.
Wait, is it young enough female or young enough male? Yeah, whichever one has more. We'll start with the male. Is that no, the most ones.
All right, so it sounds like we're going to get a final run between Ann and Tanya. If Ann wins, then she would be the champion. If Tanya wins, she would be the champion. They want that spectacular action hardware. Anytime you run an action event, we've got our fantastic medals. The name of the place is escaping me right now. I wish I could share it with you. I'd give them a shout out. I believe they're based out of Rhode Island. And these things are heavy. Like I've run a bunch of Spartan races and marathons, half marathons, and whatever. There's just something about a big, heavy metal around your neck that makes you feel accomplished. So we always, whenever we can, make sure that our athletes are rewarded for their efforts, regardless of the division they compete in. I think Judge Zays and Judge Avery are giving him some last-minute words of encouragement. And we're going to get this thing started. right. And here we go. Kudos to these ladies for not throwing in the towel. They have decided to do it the honest way. Let's see who is. Really, this is going to come down to endurance. Which ninja has the most endurance? And Anne is first off the fidget. Tanya right behind her. And makes her way through the brachiation bar. She's coming around the corner there. Get this up so you can see this. Now, Anne first to the spinning discs. Tanya. So you can see a little better. There we go. Tanya's in the spin cycle again. Anne's got her hips lined up. She just needs to make the lache. And she's got it. So Anne is first off. Tanya's trying to find. Oh, it's right at her fingertips and she's down. Anne's making her way down the rings. Tanya's going to go up and give it another go. She would need to get through the cliffs before Anne in order to secure a victory here. So she's still got something to play for here because Anne, she took her time on the cliffs the last time. So 2 obstacles for Tanya. Oh, but she keeps inching around to the right. Her hips are, oh no, she went around the corner on it. 9 and 3. Yeah, it doesn't look like Anne has the cliffs in her. Or the 20 seconds left. I don't think Tanya's going to have enough time to get through the rings and the cliffs before Anne. There he goes. Tanya's got it. She would need to get through these rings and the cliffs in about 5 seconds. So it's probably not going to happen. Okay. So that means despite failing the cliffs, Anne just stayed out ahead of her. Fail it out. Great job, ladies. Way to keep it honest. Anne is going to be our Masters female champion. Tanya in second place and Renata in third. Okay. So now a couple adjustments to the landing platforms and the matting, and then we're going to get started right away with our young adults. Now, going to be a bit of a change because these young adults are going to fly through here. So pace, he's grabbing the ball. And there he goes. The pace at which these athletes are going to move is going to pick up dramatically. When they're younger, they'll have a little bit more foot spot. So they're going to most likely.
I think you're doing ghost runs next for young adults.
It sounds like we got three ghost runs to go. So it sounds like we're going to have Norwood is going to do her ghost run first. Sam Leahy is going to run alongside her. Sam was our only female elite to sign up, so it's a foregone conclusion that she is the winner there. A couple changes to the course here at the end. Wednesday, I'm just adjusting those bars. Oh, yeah, getting a little redemption time in between divisions here. Don't twist an ankle while you're at there.
Avery, they got a demo on this last one. They just moved it.
Let's go double sides.
There are no divisions.
Yeah. I didn't put anyone in order.
I am in your spot right now. Take it over. Yeah.
You did. Ghost Run for Sam, our only elite female.
I thought this was, you said this was for sanctioning.
Looks like someone's nursing him on the ankle.
Yeah, that makes sense. I can have her start right now.
I mean, her upper body has certainly not suffered at all, but those landings on one foot, reminiscent of Carrie Strug. That's a dated reference, I'm sure. most of you watching are probably too young to remember Carrie Strug at the Olympics and her perfect one-legged landing. So Sam out here on a victory lap. Pulling through. Now, how can she manage this balance? It's right there in the middle. Oh, still makes it through. And now into the final obstacle. Nice. Oh, and collapses in a heap with a full clear. All right, and with that, Sam claims victory in the female elite division. Close that one out. And it looks like we've got our Ghost Runner on the big course rather. She's just getting her, it's basically just so she can get a feel for the course before she's up again. So just a reminder, when you are higher in the power rankings and you're a higher seed, if the bracket is uneven, you get a bye in the second round. And you do get a ghost run, so you can kind of get a feel for things. So I think that's what we're doing right now. There at the end. Again, we're just running through some ghost runs right now. Actually, Jackson, for him, this is a victory lap. He just intimidated the rest of the field out of signing up for adult men. but a solid competitor for sure. And 2 clears there. All right. I think we have one more ghost run to go. It would be Ian. Looks like he's eyeing up the blue course. We're hanging in there.
No, they did not have me.
My apologies, I misspoke. We did have one male elite. That was Jackson Capazzo, and that was his run in the last one. So this is our adult male Ethan on you see him right there on the red course, and then, ooh, it's like Ian just smacked himself in the head on the backside there. Now Ian's coming down in the final option. Jackson is here. And this Gus making his way across, and Ian gets the completion. As Ethan is taking a victory lap on the same course, but he's in a different division, so he's the adult now. See if he's going to do the Goins move with the static lift up. Nope, he's just going to send it. I think had he had to compete against anybody else, he may have wanted to think about doing the static off that move. It's a little bit more conservative, especially if you're not comfortable linking. I'm sure we'll see out of some of our young adult competitors here in a little bit. If you have the time to do it, obviously the most conservative route is to hit the static, unhook the ring in the back, slap it over the bear trap, and then grab and go. Okay, now we're getting into our actual runs. So our young adult males, this is Kyle versus Robert. Kyle getting a little bit of chalk here. He's going to be on the blue course. Robert is going to be on the red course. Kyle representing Action Wellesley and Robert representing Ascend. There's 5 male athletes in the young adult males. We have 3 athletes in the young adult males. Some of the types we made as we start to get into this bracket a little bit. These are the short brackets. Kyle already off the fidget and down. You see Robert there coming around the corner. Kyle the first into the spinning disc. Kyle really sending it on those rings right now. He wants to dial in his moves. Definitely one of the favorites here today if he can put it all together. Kyle gets off the lift, manages to make it through the balance. Now Kyle into the final obstacle here. We'll see Robert coming around the corner, making up some time. Oh, Kyle misses the bear trap move. Should have been texting with Elliot earlier. We told him how to do it a little bit more conservatively now. Oh, Robert gets it in, but just can't get it. Now, the clock, 30 seconds. Avery's running up there That's like worst case scenario as far as reset goes. It looks like Kyle's going to send it. Unhook it, Kyle. Unhook it. Oh, now Kyle's going back. Now Robert's kind of hanging there. Kyle gets the static. It looked like it, but then he fell. Ooh, Robert gets it. He's got 5 seconds. Got to unhook and go. Wow, what an upset. Right at the end, Kyle could not complete the final move. Robert stuck with it and managed to get the victory. So that's going to bump Kyle down into the redemption bracket as Robert moves on in the championship bracket. That could be huge. More runs under the belt. I've known Kyle a long time, so I shouldn't be surprised. But he just kind of, anything can go in one of Kyle's runs. When he puts it all together, it's absolutely magical. But occasionally those little hiccups happen. He'll shake it off, come back for a redemption bracket run here in a little bit. But first, we're going to move on to our next matchup in this young adult male division. Luke and Bryce. Bryce will be on the red course. Luke will be on the blue course. Thumbs up from the judges, the call from Judge Avery, and off they go. Bryce out of Ninja Mania in the foreground here on the red course. They both hit the dismount at about the same time. Looks like Luke is a little bit out ahead. As you see Bryce coming around the corner there. Oh, Bryce wanted to link that up. There he goes. Now he gets the turn back. Luke just a little bit ahead. And Luke is off, and he is headed to the balance. Oh, he's missed the balance. Now Bryce can put this together. We are. No, Bryce didn't quite pull it off. He's got to go back. Luke's got the hook. Bryce needs to get this balance to stay in it. Oh, Luke gets the hook up there at the end. And he's out. Luke with the victory. Oh, Bryce couldn't quite make it up there. I guess that was his third fail. So Bryce is going to move down into the redemption bracket. Luke with the clear win.
I know Eric must have been wondering.
All right, we got a reset there. Now we have Josie and Abigail in our young adult female division. Ascend versus Vitality. Classic New England battle. Actually, probably New England battle. Ascend storming onto the scene here in the last few years with a relative murderer's row of athletes across all age divisions. And Vitality, their track record of success at regionals and worlds across New England. Both these ladies out. Looks like Abigail, the first one, about a half a swing ahead. Yep, and now a full obstacle ahead of Josie. They make their way around. Here comes Josie around the corner on the balance. Abigail pausing to get a little bit of a shock. Josie a little stumble through there, but still manages to keep it together. Here we are. Like Josie took the fail.
Does that make sense? You just took the fail. That's what she told me. So like, yeah.
Bit of gamesmanship out of Josie there, electing to take the fail on the obstacle, take the pressure off, rather than trying to force things here. Abigail looks like she came down a little funny on her ankle on the far side there as she makes her way back up the truss. And now we got Josie making her way out onto the cliffs. So she bypassed the ring. So technically right now, Abigail is ahead because her course is still active. Josie is just kind of making her way between the obstacles, getting her hands on it. So both of these ladies are kind of feeling it out there towards the end. But Abigail gets the win.
Okay, up next we're gonna have Jackson on blue, Robert on red. Jackson A.
Jackson and Robert. Jackson on the blue course, Robert on the red course. We saw just a little bit earlier, Robert got the win against Kyle on that final obstacle. Let's see if he learned anything from his first time out. So you can get a little bit more data on the course there that'll help him beat that 10th obstacle a little bit faster. Robert bumping it through. Nice. Both of them very smooth through that first part, Jackson. They're hitting it almost at identical times. So I'll switch back here for you so you can see. Now we'll go into our split screen. Sorry about that. And Robert just misses the bump on the dismount, which gives Jackson the ability to come out ahead a little bit. He is going to get to this dismount platform first. So he has one obstacle ahead right now. Robert could be our dark horse today. Who knows? We tend to accelerate here on the back half of this course. We've got Jackson through the balance very easily. Take you up here and zoom in so we can see what Jackson's going to do. He's so fast. He got the hook. But Robert's not going to get the lightning to strike twice in his final obstacle. Robert just got out ahead of him there a little bit. But Robert's still going to finish. Very nicely done. Solid run.
Ian on blue. Luke on red.
Ian and Luke.
You're kind of, do you want to run again? Sure? Yeah, okay. You guys want to go again too, right?
Very well.
Okay. Yeah, we're going to find a spot to add the make it between. So.
All right, we got Ian on the blue course and Luke on the red course. Ian up very quickly on the fidget. And he is clear, so no obstacle ahead at this point. One touch point ahead still for Ian as they make their way through.
Jackson, Ethan, we're going to do this one and then
Get the hip square. Oh, but there Luke hits the dismount platform early, so he's one obstacle ahead now. And that was too close to how quick they hit there. They're going to keep going. Now Ian ahead gets the dismount early. Through the balance. Ian again ahead on the balance. Jumps out. Ian links up the bear trap. What a great move. Oh. Ian comes sliding in head first for the finish. Oh, did Luke break the bear trap?
Bear trap.
What do you need?
I don't know where that is.
Where is the socket set? Is the question.
Nolan, where's the socket set?
Avery, you know the, yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
All right, so as you can clearly see, the bear trap, slight obstacle malfunction there. It's a quick socket adjustment. We know how to fix it. It's just going to take a minute to get the proper size, get up there and tighten it down. We'll get it fixed. I would not be so unshameless as to tell you that that is not a stage 4 built obstacle. We purchased that one. I won't say from who, but
You were holding both of them, right?
all right, yeah. So simple fix here with the proper tool. Boys and girls, this is a great opportunity for me to tell you, do yourself a favor in future situations. Organize your tools so that you know where they are. Because when things happen like this, the last thing you want to do is running around trying to find where things are, which is what these guys are doing right now. Yeah, when it comes to professional building, lost tools cost time. Which is why we're so diligent about it at Stage 4 Design. Shout out to Nick and Garth and Simon and the crew over there who make all these things happen for us and figures, you know, if something, well, what is that, Murphy's Law? Whatever can go wrong will go wrong at the worst possible moment. It's not like we're in the middle of the preteen wave or the, you know, mature kids yesterday where we ran almost 100 waves through. We probably got our most patient group of ninjas in the gym right now. The young adults with their indifference and the masters who are just happy to be out here competing. We're searching for a needle in a haystack right now because they have no idea what those measurements are. That's what the quick Google is for.
Why don't you just give me the,
Nolan, do you have a crescent wrench?
is that the one where you like, yeah, that's what I'm asking Avery for right now, yeah. You know the pressing wrench, the one where you can like adjust it?
That's what I'm trying to do.
I got that. Nolan, was this one?
No. Avery, we're good. Yeah, Avery, I found the right bit. Okay. We found the right bit.
The next one is just to go but I was keeping track of their times. I think all three of them are going to run again, so we can just
And just like that, we are fixed. That is the easiest way to diagnose a problem, find the tool, and get it done.
So, for that last run, doesn't matter.
No, definitely. Yes, you got that first.
What happened to that?
So since their first match and finished the course over there before he had gotten the score wouldn't matter. It doesn't change how our bracket looks or anything. So he would have gotten. Yes. I mean, do you have a video that we can look at? Based off of my experience, I don't see anywhere where he's going to come back with that. He's literally there to do it. And then Jigger came down, one left, and then back to the right.
He would have still had to reach for the game though. Yeah.
Alright, whatever.
Yeah, I mean, we can't control the metal, obviously. We tighten it up so that way we don't have to. Yeah, I understand. It's a frustrating situation. That would not result in choosing it. Okay. That's how we're gonna play.
You didn't mind on the first run because something happened. You didn't get
No names are on yet.
finished this one.
I was just yeah.
Well, I mean, the score didn't necessarily matter, and it worked in his favor that time. This time, it didn't happen to work in his favor.
Last time it didn't not work in the favor. You finished before the kid. Obviously, it was a timing concern, but I just don't understand how
We have next.
Okay.
We got
There's Ethan and run. It's
so
Ethan.
Ethan, you got me on. Okay, hold on, sir. Can you show that video to our refs again so that way we can get another look at it? I personally think that you would have got that. You guys can look at it, make a decision based off that. That would be
What's
my
his first name? Jack C. Jack C. Jackson? Yeah, so whatever, Jack.
Also, hold on. I'm not even like, I'm not upset with you. I'm saying, we've had another one I said something to that rest that was that. And you're like, don't say stuff that is going to make it up to that side. That guy is like, he's more, I can say that more disrespectful than this. I don't know. I think we gotta make it and the dad also, like, he's not gonna care. But, I don't know, what's the, no more,
That's pretty quick. I don't think Ethan's gonna finish. But we'll see. All right, so we got a ghost run here. Sorry, a little bit of chaos happening back here. We want to make sure we get the call right on any sort of obstacle malfunction. It does send things into chaos, but well, let's see. Oh, won't make it. What are you doing at the moment? So. No. Thank you. All right. Yep. right, here we go. We got another. Oh no, this is Abigail and Navalina. Abigail out in front. Oh my gosh. Look at what Abigail's doing. I can go pick you. All right, Abigail negotiating these rings here. We've got Adelina still on the spinning disc obstacle, getting a little turned around there. She's kicking out, decides to fail on that one. We'll get one more attempt at it before we fail out a run here. Hopefully she makes it through. And Abigail's making her way up onto the cliffs. About 13 seconds left here to go. See if she can log one more obstacle. I don't think she'll have time to finish the course, but she can still get completion there, but not quite. And they both come down. Okay, so that's going to do it for those ladies, which means that Abigail is going to move on, and she will face the winner of Josie versus Navalina. Now we're going to move back into our young adult male bracket. That was number 4, so we're heading down to run fast on race number 5. It's going to be Robert
on blue,
Ray.
Bryce on red.
Yep. Sorry, my mic was muted. I was already commentating. A lot of buttons to push back here this time of day. It's the end of the day on Sunday. Don't even have the right. Now we'll pick up the split screen so we can see what's happening here. Bryce with a big power move into the spinning disc, throws his hips back and he is off. Robert as well. They're going move for move. It looks like Bryce has a slight advantage here. So he is first to start platform for cliffs. Robert takes a little bit of a stumble there. And Bryce is clear, so now he's, again, one obstacle ahead. Coming into the final here. Oh my God, I was muted that whole time too. This is nuts. Hey, you guys wouldn't believe. Maybe I'll give you a shot at the end. I have 6 screens in front of me right now and a stream deck, trying to keep track of all of the players while also trying to be sort of the course overseer here, run the doors and everything else. Okay. All right, here we go. We got Kyle and Luke. Oh my God. Kyle with a 6-save Sunday, but that Luke is out ahead of him right now as we head into the second trust. Kyle is all over the place. This is wild. Luke is onto the rings. He's maybe, I thought he was a half a move ahead, but Kyle is getting on the gas here. Well, that was too close to call to the dismount platform. Kyle is switching hands on the ring. Luke is the first one off. He's just got to get through this balance. Kyle is, and Luke misses the balance. Man, these guys are just trying to get, and Luke double faults on the balance, which means that Kyle gets through it. All he has to do is finish this obstacle here. Which he does. Unhooks and out and gets the finish. Wow. A lot of drama in that one. That was a lot. Wow. Okay. So that means Kyle and Robert are going to run it back in match number 7. Mavelina and Josie are out here to determine who's going to come out of the redemption bracket and get back up into the championship bracket for the ladies. Now, we saw that in the last round that Josie elected to double fail, maybe just because she thought the race was over, she wasn't going to make it, so she was going to save some energy. That could come into play here. Navalina, not our speediest competitor. All right, ladies are set, judges are set. And off we go. Josie, the first up onto the trapeze bar. Gets the reverse grip on the spinning bar. Gets into the second bar. Then she's off the fidget. One obstacle ahead of Evelina. Coming down the brachiating bar. Still one obstacle ahead. So around the corner. And looks like Josie just doesn't want to do the spinning discs, from what I understand. So it looks like, yeah, Josie chose to just bypass the spinning disc, and she's going to give this race to Navalina, but she was the first one to the spinning disc. So if Navalina doesn't complete the spinning disc, then Josie would still get the win, which means she would head into the championship round against Abigail with really kind of a handicap on her record, which means that all Abigail would probably have to do is finish the spinning disc in order to beat Josie, since that obstacle seems to be her Achilles heel today. All right. Gets the grab to the ring. Oh, but just doesn't have it for that. So with about 10 seconds left, that's going to set up an interesting championship matchup for the ladies. A bit of drama playing out here at the end of the day. It's young adult ladies. Okay. So now, move on. We're running it back. Kyle and Robert, our first runners of the day. Robert took the win, as you remember, with a come from behind over Kyle. And now we've got Kyle on blue and Robert on red. After Kyle's last run,
Kyle on blue, Robert on red.
he was all over the place. Okay, so our very first match of the day was the same matchup, even on the same courses. Kyle on blue, Robert on red. Let's go back here for a minute so we can see. Okay. Kyle has got to keep it clean. Robert is definitely a threat to come from behind. He's done it twice today. If you trip up on that balance or that last obstacle, Robert will sneak in and steal another one. Kyle slightly ahead here. Getting out in front. And again, remember, Robert very fast on the back half of this course. Kyle's got to keep it together here if he wants to stay ahead of Robert. He's definitely a threat. Kyle going a little sideways on these rings, but keeping it within range. Nice little spin there to get around the truss. And now Kyle's headed up the cliffs. Robert's second to that obstacle. Kyle's off and headed towards the balance. And now here he comes down the end. Kyle's got the static, keeping it clean through here, and kicks the buzzer like a goon. I hope you watch this back later and hear that, Kyle. Nice. Robert gets the dynamic to the end there. And he's out. All right, so that's going to move Kyle to match 9, which will be the loser of our next matchup, which is going to be Jackson and Ian. There we go. All right, athletes are loaded. Come on, Olivia, you can get it.
Come on, Olivia, what the heck?
That's why she has the Reset-osaurus. Oh, interesting. Why did that have that?
She only had 4 points. The disc keeps off for 6. Did you miss a point on the balance? We started swap the results there because you definitely got to the steps character.
Yeah.
Oh, it's because
That's what it is.
Or I did one less. One of them.
Yeah, I think you did one less.
I think I missed one. Yeah. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That would be 5. Yeah. So they should both have 5 points.
They both have. Yeah, no, Josie got through and 30.
So they both have 5. I missed one. So I know I got that.
Okay, so yeah.
So now Ian and Jackson are queued up for our championship bracket and ultimate race. We'll head back down into the we'll head back down in the redemption bracket. Now, here's where it gets interesting. If Jackson wins this race, it is Ian versus Kyle in the redemption bracket. Both Action Wellesley athletes, teammates. Oh, Ian gets a little hung up on the fidget spinner. That is going to hurt Ian right there. He's got to stay low on that step. That's the first time we've seen that step do that today. We saw a few earlier on the blue step. Ian can't get in his head here. Anything can happen on the back half of this, but right now it's looking like Jackson is on cruise control. Headed to the end. Through the balance he goes. Barring something here. There it is. Jackson takes that home. Okay, so no double Action Wellesley finish here. They're both going to head to the redemption bracket. So we can do the girls' championship or, yeah, let's do that. All right, so we're going to load up Abigail and Josie. So this is the match I was talking about earlier. It's going to be interesting because Josie has elected to bail on the spinning discs in both of her previous runs, and I believe Abby has made it through them in both of her previous runs. So depending on what's going on, you know, maybe Josie's just playing a little gamesmanship here. I don't know if that's necessarily the case. Maybe she's just scared of that move. We don't know. But we're going to have Abigail on the blue course, Josie on the red, and away we go. Abby gets the first grab there, gets the fidget spinner. She's going to be first off the spinner, so she has one obstacle ahead here. Gets through the brachiation bar. There's two obstacles ahead. Through the balance and around the bend. So now Abby, we'll see Josie come around the corner here in the bottom right of the screen. Abby not hesitating going into the spinning discs. And Josie just double faulting. Just afraid of the discs, I guess. Doesn't trust her hands. I don't know what it is. But with that, Abigail is the champion. Watch these ladies finish up here. We'll get ready for Ian versus Kyle in the final match. So we are guaranteed an Action Wellesley competitor in the championship match for the young adult males. Whether it be Ian or Kyle, I've really looking forward to it. I love watching these guys go back and forth to practice all the time. Would have loved to see both of them in the championship, but that's just me being selfish. And Jackson definitely earned his way there, so he deserves every bit of being there. It's just going to come down to, you know, he's got one more good run in him. This is up to him. He's got to perform. Okay, so congratulations, Abby, on your first place. Congratulations, Josie, on your second place there. And congratulations to Madalena for her third place for each group. And now moving on. Ian versus Kyle, match 9 of our young adult male bracket. They are locked and loaded. They just have to go out and perform. Jackson waits in the wings. I don't. All right, as Kyle gets himself set and Ian gets himself set, let's take you back to start. All right, these boys are going to go all out. They both have, and I mean this in the most loving coach way possible, they both have the ability to screw this up. They have to keep their moves together. There we go, clean start for both. Ian maybe a half a step ahead of Kyle as they both come off the fidget spinners. Kyle around the corner. Yes, Ian maintains half a step. Kyle's got to go back, half a step off the balance. Ian makes it to the back truss early. Kyle, the step doesn't blow up on him this time. Now Ian, obstacle ahead. Oh, Kyle wanted to bump that. There he goes. Nice, puts the bump together. They're staring each other down as they come through the rings. Ian first off on the rings. Kyle around the bend. Kyle with the reach. Ian muscling his way through there, and he is off the rings. Kyle pitches it off the cliff, and I think if Ian finishes this move, yeah, takes his time, gets the clear. Kyle looks at his hands and realizes his day is done. It's just a peel off a cliffhanger, a little step off the balance, and that was it. So now we're going to have Ian versus Jackson in the final. I'll give Ian just a second here to catch his breath. So it looks like it was Ian versus Jackson in the last one. So it bumped Ian down into the redemption bracket. So now that we've got a rematch. See if they learned anything about each other or themselves in their last match, because really they're pretty close. If Ian can keep it together, I believe it was the step that blew up on him last time, but all right, so we'll give Ian a moment to recover.
But it should be the stadium, you know, put in the bid for that, like how did it. So like I haven't done it before. So all that's gonna happen is like that's like a legit. That's a clear.
like not like stadiums, but like more like football fields. They are like it's like mostly like they're gonna build like a football field. No, they want to build like a bunch of like normal fields, and then like a few that's very good places to practice, and then they're gonna take There was no soccer pitch that was yeah.
Oh yeah, Ian said he's gonna go like 5:30. That was like a minute ago when I talked to him. It was like 5:37.
1 minute! But no, I think that's the final process.
This year's is like
Building resources like that. Stuff to do other than yeah, exactly. But then other people are arguing against it. Anything like that, but also because when you feel like that, I feel like I can remember the side of the You think there's not immigration issues going on in other countries? Like, freaking, I remember off the top of my head, but they're literally like, interesting situation and going more towards like actually just like closing down countries.
Okay, so we have our championship match for the young adult male division. Ian versus Jackson. If Jackson wins, then that is it. If Ian wins, what do they do? Request a song?
Ian, did you request a song? Yeah, that's fine. I can play you Big X the Plug if you want. I know how much you love him. That's fine.
Okay, so we got to keep up the theme music. All right, final in the young adult division. Didn't quite hit the drop, but they are dead even coming through here. A little stumble from Jackson in that first box. Ian keeps it clean and tidy through the agility rhythm section. Ian maybe first off there. Jackson was close too. Ian checks back. Don't look behind you, dude. Jackson around the corner. He is first off. Now Ian up on the cliffhanger. Jackson first off there. Jackson clean through the balance. Ian clean through the balance. And here we go. Final move. Oh, Ian just a little hung up. And Jackson is into the bear trap. And there it is. With a time of 45 flat. Jackson absolutely smoked this thing. Great runs out of both of those guys. Wow. 45 seconds, and it's all over. That's what we got. Comes down to just little moves, hips in the right place, whatever it is. It's been that way this whole weekend. I don't know about you guys. I had a lot of fun watching these guys work really hard. You know, obviously anything can happen in Ninja, but we got through it together. Thanks for watching, and we hope to see you in the next one. Take care of each other out there. Listen, for all of us here at Action Norwood, Coach Avery, Coach Zays, Coach Nolan, our resetters, Karen and Olivia, and Sherry and myself, this is Nate Broden signing off. Until next time.